فاصبر صبرا جميلا.
Knowledge and the different Muslims, Sufis and non-Sufis, etc., they differ on what exactly or how exactly a person gets yaqeen. Is it kasbi, something that you can earn and gain, or is it mawhibi, something that's just given to you? You have no hand in it. Or is it a mixture of both? Something that Allah blesses you with, and you have a responsibility for honing it, maintaining it, and allowing it to mature and to grow. Are you guys with me or not? They differ on this. فقيل هو العلم المستودع في القلوب يشير إلى أنه غير كسبي. وقال سهل اليقين من زيادة الإيمان ولا ريب أن الإيمان كسبي. والتحقيق أنه كسبي باعتبار أسبابه وموهبي باعتبار نفسه وذاته. So he quotes those who say is that yaqeen is the divine knowledge that Allah plants in the slave's heart. The divine knowledge that Allah plants, mustawda, Allah deposits in the servant's heart. And that obviously is a clue towards that yaqeen is what? Given. It's a gift, it's an endowment. And then others, they say, is that yaqeen is a fruit of one's iman growing. The better you do, the more consistent you are, there is ziyada. Your iman flourishes. And obviously, iman flourishing, they say, is from your what? Kasbi. You earned it. You earned the money. You didn't inherit it, right? You earned the money, opened up the shops, made yourself your own success. It's a difference versus I inherited it from my father, a spoiled brat. Disrespectful, half-wit, has no right to the throne. But at the end of the day, that's my what? That's my father. He's going to be the next emperor. That's why people have different revolts and rebellions. This guy cannot become the leader of the country. He cannot become the sovereign. He cannot become the king. He cannot be the shogun. He'll lead the country into war if we allow this child to run everyone. And his argument is that I'm his son. That's my father. Whether you like it or not, I deserve this. That's not the peasant or general who made this coup, who made this rebellion, and he literally fought his way to becoming the dictator or the emperor of the country. He earned every single step of the way. You get it? So they differ on where does yaqeen come from. Is it directly only from Allah? Or is it something which the servant has a hand in gaining and earning it? And Ibn al-Qayyim, rahimahullah, he selects the view, and this is the hadith disciple way of detail. It all depends. It is from the slave's doings from one aspect, and it is a divine gift from Allah from another aspect. How it started off, where it came from, it being maintained, and it being allowed to grow and to flourish from another aspect. Everybody got that? That's right, moving forward. He quotes more things. What we want to talk about, bidnillahi ta'ala, Allahu Akbar. He discusses, and we may not have enough time for this tonight, the different types of yaqeen, right? Ainul yaqeen, haqqul yaqeen, and yaqeen by itself. What determines haqqul yaqeen from ainul yaqeen? All right? لَتَرَوُنَّهَا. You will see it. Right? You'll see it. Ainul yaqeen, haqqul yaqeen. Right? We'll get there perhaps. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So Ibn al-Qayyim here, he goes on to speak on the virtues of it and what the earlier Muslims said about it and how they understood it and how they practiced it. He then says, khayran, moving forward. See how much time we have? We'll discuss this hopefully next week and maybe in another lecture, or maybe we'll just go back to Riyadh al-Salihin and explain those hadiths. This was just like an introduction to the chapter, the importance and the seriousness of yaqeen, and how Nawawi, may Allah have mercy on his soul, chose to mention tawakkul with yaqeen. And obviously there is a correlation between the two. The stronger your yaqeen, the stronger your tawakkul will be. One man says that that's reckless, that's irresponsible. How can you do that? How can you put yourself in danger? Maybe it is according to worldly standards. But the other brother, he's not thinking about it. He's not imagining it. He knows, he's seen it, he saw it. No doubt about it. Bi-idhnillah. By Allah's permission, this is what's going to happen. Like I made the example on the battlefield. The general who's talented and skilled, he sees the victory. Everyone understand this? He sees the plant, the flower before the germination of it, right? He doesn't just see victory when it's in the sight of the common herd. He sees it before, and then he goes after, and other people are doubtful and skeptical about it. So tawakkul, putting your trust in Allah. One brother says, that's reckless, that's irresponsible. And another brother says, this is what I got, Bismillah, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go overseas and study. One brother says, save up more money. Don't go yet, Mufti. Real life story. Don't go. You need to save up more money. You need to be more responsible. You can't go overseas and then come right back. And another brother says, no, you need to go right now. This is the best time for you to leave the country. Leave right now. You don't got that much money? Don't worry about that. You don't have this plan, that Allah take care of that. You just leave. You go. The money will come, etc., etc., etc. So these different things, these different concepts of tawakkul are going to be relative. Bravery is going to be it's a thin line, or it's going to be on the borderline of recklessness. There's no doubt about that. And wisdom and precaution is going to be close to cowardice. May not be cowardice, but it's close to it. I'm being cautious. It's not time to move in yet. It's not time to attack yet. You say, oh, you scared? You're a coward? You're afraid of getting injured? You're afraid of, no, I'm not scared, but I'm not reckless either. It's a certain time when to move. And the brave man is saying, forget all that other philosophical stuff that you're talking about. Bismillah. So it's going to go back and forth. It's relative and subjective. But there is a clear connection between tawakkul and yaqeen. We talk about business, being a merchant, getting married, seeking knowledge, taking a risk, jumping out there. You have to jump out there. And one of the reasons why you jump out there is because you believe in Allah's promise to take care of you, to look after you. You're doing something for His sake, for His cause. You're sacrificing something to please Him. You have to have some guts. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that comes oftentimes from one's yaqeen. I know what Allah promised me. Do you know? I know what Allah said about the one who does this. Have you read that? I believe in it. Do you believe in that? Etc. So this is just food for thought for the youngsters, young men, aspiring youth. It's food for thought for the older brothers. It's food for thought for the men, food for thought for the women. And we're talking about the foundation of our aqidah, the foundation of what we believe in, and why so many people are not Muslims and they don't believe in Islam, and why so many people use science to prove why Islam and religion at large is false, because they don't have yaqeen, they lack faith. All right, so we ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to grant us this and to bless us with this.